is going on here? Why is my video not working? Video capture device. What's the issue here? Well, I'm ugly, so I suppose it's not that big a deal if my camera's not working. But it's a little confusing. Wake up, motherfucker. I don't know what the issue is. Let's see. Properties. There we go. I just hit deactivate and activate, and there it is. Technical difficulties. Alright, so let's take a look at the list real quick. I don't think I've changed anything yet. Or if I have, it hasn't changed much at all. I'm up to 3 Hope of Gira prayers instead of 1 Cabal Therapy as a wish target. I can't remember if I did that before the last time. Other than that, I think it's pretty much this. Everything's pretty much the same. I'm liking this list a lot, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know it's better than the draw 4 list, but I definitely can see a meta where this is a better choice. If you got a lot of discard, like this list is a lot better, I think, in combo mirrors and against decks like Black Red Reanimator. Not that it's good against Black Red Reanimator, but instead of like a 90-10 matchup, or a 10-90, I guess, that it's like a 30-70 matchup, which is pretty substantial. So if that matchup was more common, I would not play the other list. I would play this list. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna keep giving this a good testing. So we'll see. Probably just gonna jam some practice games because I don't really. Since I ran cold for a while, I ran out of like play points and event tickets. I still have enough event ticks for 2 more leagues, but I'm not ready to lose those just yet. So could maybe see if there's any queues ready. Could use some of those points in the queue, but let's just jam a practice game for now. Just have a little fun, play with myself. Can I exit that? Alright, I will play first. It's good. And this hand is alright. So I will keep it. And I'm just going to lead off on Thoughtseize. Not a lot of reason to do anything else. Let's see what D's Nuts is up to. Looks like some kind of Tin Fins type deck. So that unmask is obviously a little annoying. But this hand looks pretty busted, if you ask me. I probably need to take the Burning Wish. But it's not a good choice here. I'll take the Burning Wish, I think. And I'm going to play out the Lotus Petal and just pass. I doubt my opponent's going to take the Conjurer's Bauble with that unmask. And in fact, the only black card they had in hand was Entomb, so I'd be a little surprised if they unmasked me at all. And even if they do, I do have more than 1 business spell, so I doubt they'll take the Bauble. Looks like it's going to be looting. Yep. Let's see what they drew. So now they might draw another black card and be able to unmask me. But, oh, they pitched the unmask. Interesting. I wonder if they just have the nuts now. Nope, okay. So we're not getting unmasked. That's not too bad. That's not a black mana source, though. I'm going to play that out now. Since I don't have another black mana source to play anyway, there's no point in playing the island over the Volk, so that I can actually have a red mana source. It's still pretty likely that I could die here, because like they still have the Entomb. So if they found a reanimation spell, I thought it's using me. Okay. So probably gonna lose the Doomsday. Might lose the Burning Wish. Like I said, this is a situation where having the multiple spells is good. All right, what's your last card? Are you just gonna loot a flashback looting? Last card's Entomb. Unless they do another Burning Wish. No, wait. Last card's Entomb, right? What's the plan? I don't know what the plan is. Not sure what they're planning on doing here. I thought they were going to flashback looting, but the last card in their hand is Entomb, so like, I don't know. Looks like they just did nothing. Alright, so here I would love to draw a Dark Ritual or an LED so that I can make a pass the turn pile. They love Doomsday, they say. That's good. Me too, fam. That's not what I wanted, but it could find me what I wanted. So, excuse me, play this Ponder. And that's not any of the cards I want, so I'll just shuffle. That's an Ideas Inbound. That's no good either. I guess I'm just going to pass. I don't think there's a good... Well, let me think here. I should probably actually cast this Burning Wish. I think. So I'm going to go grab the Doomsday, and then I'm just going to pass. And next turn, if I draw the black mana source, I can try and go off, since I'll have the Ideas Inbound. So they're just going to hope to draw a business spell here. They got Unburial Rights. What the frick? Why? Oh wait, so... But they don't have enough mana right now to flashback looting and reanimate whatever they got, so I don't know what the plan here is. Oh wait, did they know what was on top of their deck? What the fuck? That's so rude. Or did they just rip it? That's fucking rude as hell. Well, I'm probably going to get hit with discard here, but they decided not to do anything just yet. Pay a little more life. I'm just going to concede if this is discard. Dark Grit. Dark Grit. They probably just tendrils me out here, right? Probably have the gas for that. Entomb. Children, yeah, okay. I've seen enough. I think I played against this person before. Alright, so this matchup, what I want to do is cut all my Burning Wishes. This is a new technique I'm trying. cut all your Burning Wishes, you bring in the extra Doomsday, you bring in Infernal Contract, and you bring in some Echoing Truths. That's 61 cards, and we'll cut the Reign of Filth because getting up to 3 lands is a joke in this matchup. So that's the sideboarding. Your game plan is to draw Doomsday as soon as possible, make a pass a turn pile. That's so you're immune to discard. And just cross your tiny little baby fingers. Because this matchup's bad enough that I'm willing to trade consistency for a slightly higher, like, turn 1 percentage, if that makes sense. This hand does none of those things, though, so it's a mulligan. This hand is a little closer, so I'm going to keep it. It sucks having the Lab Maniac in the hand, but if I drew a Dark Ritual, I could cast Doomsday. I did find a Dark Ritual. I need to think. I can't cast the Stutzies anyway. If I Ritual Doomsday right now, what the fuck is my pile? I'm probably going to have to pass like 2 turns. I could draw LED and play it, and then draw Bauble and play it. Crack LED for Bauble. Bauble the Lab Man onto the bottom of my deck. And draw Ideas Unbound, which will draw me what? Could draw like Petal Darkrit, Petal Darkrit, Lab Man. It ain't great. I don't know if it's gonna be a win. But I don't think I have all that much to gain from just sitting around. Like, if they have a discard heavy hand, I die. Or, yeah, my hand gets fucked up. Like, I don't mind if they discard the Lab Man, because it's supposed to go onto the bottom of my deck. So, LED, Bauble, Ideas Unbound, Petal Darkrit. And, like, this is like a past 3 turns pile, which is the part that it sucks. Because, I have to pass 2 turns to draw, and then pass another to even put the Lab Man onto my deck. So, like, it seems very, very unlikely that I'm gonna win this game. To me, anyway. I'm basically asking to get, like, mini tendrils out of the game. But this matchup is fucking miserable. Any kind of, like, reanimatory matchup is fucking miserable. Just hit me with a discard first, and that's fine. I'm assuming the Lab Man's gonna go, which is, like, what I was prepared for. Nope, they took the other Doomsday. Okay. Oh, now they're unmasking me. That's fine, too. So it's really just graveyard hate that I need to watch out for at this point. Unless they just fucking have it. Do you just fucking have it? What is that? Stronghold Gambit? I wonder if they have another Stronghold Gambit and like a Grizzlebrand or something. A creature. Having the Lab Man in hand made the Stronghold Gambit a shit card, so we'll see what they got for me here. Nothing? I wonder if this is going to work. I wonder if this is going to work. They could still have Surgical or something. But we'll put Lab Man back on the bottom of my deck. Cast Ideas Unbound. And we'll fart out that motherfucking Lab Man and cross my goddamn baby fingers. See what they can do. Burning Wish for what? You got a 1 mana sorcery that'll kill my lab man somehow? Freaking Vendetta or something? You're rocking Vendetta in the board? Grape Shot. Do they have the spells to cast it, though? Okay. Alright, so we stole a game. That was unexpected. I don't think I'm going to change my boarding at all. There's an argument to be made for bringing in tendrils as well, just because, like, if they draw and whiff with Grizzlebrand, you can maybe mini tendrils them, and it might be better than the third Echoing Truth, but it's just such a long shot that they whiff, and that they don't obliterate your hand in the meantime. I think I gotta keep this hand, because it has some interaction. I don't think it's very likely that a random 6 is going to be any better, so I might just die, though. No death yet. I'm sure they've got an Entomb or something here. Island. Okay, well, I'll start off with Duress. Yep, so there's the Entomb. So we'll see if they have more than one reanimation spell. Exhume, Infernal Tutor, Cabal Therapy. Well, I can definitely take the Exhume. And they won't be able to empty their hand just yet. So they'll probably therapy. They might therapy their own Grizzlebrand just to get rid of it. And that way, if they drew a red Manosaurus, well, they still wouldn't be able to. They could Infernal Tutor, but they wouldn't be able to do it the same turn. Yeah, so I'm taking Exhume, of course, and I'm going to play out the Lion's Eye Diamond just so it's protected. And hopefully they won't be able to kill me next turn, and I'll actually be able to have Echoing Truth up. Not that I'm sure it'll do all that much good, but you never know. Okay, so they drew something. So they drew the Lance, so now they probably just therapy me. Would be my guess. Yep. So they named Doomsday Whiff. That's a fucking whiff. And I have the extra Duress, which means that now I can get the Infernal Tutor next turn, which is cool. Delta. Okay, Delta's a decent draw. So I'll Duress again. Snag the Infernal Tutor. And I basically just gotta hope they draw a little dead. We'll see, though. I don't know if it's worth it to cycle this Street Wraith. I could save it. I mean, they know about it, but if they drew an Exhume, I could cycle it and get myself a nice little Street Wraith. Nice unblockable Street Wraith. But I'm pretty much just hoping that they draw dead. I need a turn or two. So it looks like the Scrubland was their draw. So that's good. Preordain. Okay. Preordain. I love a Dark Ritual here. Bottom of the bauble, I'll take the Ponder. Ponder. LED. Street Wraith. None of that's really doing it for me. Although, well, no, I should probably just shuffle this away. Okay. Can't play that yet. Next turn I can cast the Infernal Contract, but I need to actually make it to next turn. which seems increasingly unlikely. Drawing a Doomsday would also win me the game here, theoretically. That's not a Doomsday. Alright, that means it's time. I'll play the Badlands. I'll fucking cast this motherfucker. Cast that Infernal Contract. I don't mind losing the life. Oh, I drew a Dark Ritual. Alright. Let me think here. I'll Plunder. Nothing. Shuffle. Drew a friggin' island. Alright. So, just gotta hope they draw dead again. Entomb. Oh, wait. That's a problem, right? Because now they can entomb for burial rites, and then they can have enough to flash back on burial rites. Okay. And I left my Echoing Truth back. Yep, so it seems unlikely that I win now. Of course, they can whiff. They'll need to whiff real bad, and they have mana open and land drop, so it seems extremely unlikely. Just gotta see at what point it becomes deterministic. The fact that they haven't drawn again makes me think it's probably already deterministic. In fact, if they just found a Burning Wish, I'm probably dead. Burning Wish. Yep. Alright. Well, I managed to steal a game off them, but those kinds of matchups are hard. And I need to draw a lot better off of any of those spells, really. This is another hand that's not super thrilling. I'm going to keep it, I think. Because it's just, this is probably Miracles. It's just a, oh, interesting, it's Goblins. Okay. This is really only a card or two away from being a kill. Duress, huh? I don't want to lose my land to a wasteland, so I'm gonna, let's see, Lackey, Pile Driver, Ringleader, Fanatic. I guess the card I want is the Ringleader, because that's going to be the one that does the most damage over time. It's arguable whether I even should have played Thoughtseize there. Like, it might have been correct to just play out the Bauble. So they're going to swap Flash and Lackey. Huh. I don't think I'm just going to play the Bauble. I'm not ready to spend Lotus Petal on Brainstorm. I'll go a little deeper. This hand could put me on a pretty quick clock, though, so I gotta be careful. Sing Surgeon, Pile Driver, and 2 unknown cards. One viewer, what's up? My viewership is extremely high. Oh, they found another Ringleader. Alright. So they drew a Pile Driver and a Siege Gang Commander. Okay. Well, now I could be in trouble. So, I'm going to cycle Street Wraith. Burning Wish. Okay, they're dead. Garish Thrower 7. Enjoying some of the more hidden side of Horror. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm, just giving people the blades over here. Glad. I don't think I've seen you watching my streams before anyway, so it's cool to, have newcomer. Black. Grab Doomsday. Cast the Doomsday. And then the pile will be Ideas Unbound, LED, Bauble, Burning Wish. And that should be lethal. Yeah, I mean, this deck is not a deck you're likely to see other people play. It's a few years ago when Sensei's Divining Top was in the format, it was a solid deck but very fringe choice. And then Sensei's Divining Top got banned, and then Probe got banned, and now it's like an actively bad deck. But I'm a glutton for punishment, so here I am, beating people with it. And here are the drills. Alright. Let's see. So usually these Goblins decks bring in cards like Chalice of the Void or Prison Pieces, Damping Sphere, whatever, Thorn, sometimes Thalia. So I probably want Echoing Truth. Sometimes they bring in Red Blast as well. So Infernal Contract might be a worthwhile inclusion. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to cut the Duresses. 3 Duresses for 3 Echoing Truth is an easy swap. And then I'll do 1 Preordained for the draw 4. And that should be suitable. Yeah, so Doomsday is a Storm deck, but we also get to play Laboratory Maniac as an alternate win condition. At least this list does. And Ladman is good because it lets you beat things like life totals that are too high from your opponent, or like Leyline of Sanctity, and you can build piles with Gaddock Teague that don't have any spells that cost more than 3. So you can beat... It lets you beat like some weird kind of hate, and it's not as much of like a critical mass deck, so you don't need the... You can win from like fewer cards in hand. Like you can, if you have enough lands and stuff on board, you can top deck a Doomsday, cast it, and win the next turn. So it's interesting, but it also has like Lab Maniac is a real shit card to draw before your combo turn. So this list has some dead draws in it, and it's got a lot of moving parts. So it's kind of just like a hard deck to play. Let me think. So I don't really want to open myself up to Wasteland, but I think I'm going to have to. I don't think it's worth trying to play around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that Underground Sea, and I'm going to play out the Bauble. And then next turn I can try... Next turn I can try to win the game if they don't disrupt me. So we'll see what happens. There's the Wasteland. So just getting Wastelanded. If I draw another black mana source, I will still Needle, which is probably going to go on Bauble. So I'm just going to crack this. I don't want to get my Needle bobbled. I want to at least get the card out of it. Needle is not a good card against this deck. It has, like, you can hit fetch lands and you can hit Conjurer's Bauble, but Conjurer's Bauble is not required for piles. The hitting... The issue here is that I don't have lands. So I'm just going to pitch the Lab Man, I think. The way this is working out, I'm planning on, like, so if I can draw 2 lands, I can win with Storm from here. Holding up Aether Vial on 2 makes me think there might be a Thalia hiding, though. This is no good. Can't wasteland me if I don't have lands, though. Alright, I'll just pitch a Thoughtseize. Let's see. LED is necessary, or frequently is necessary in piles, but they can't needle LED because it's a mana ability, and you can't needle mana abilities. Alright, Goblin Matron. What are we gonna see here? So their hand's not particularly threatening. Crater Maker, yeah. Sure. I can definitely play around a Crater Maker. The problem is that I need some lands. And I don't want to expose my... Let's discard. I'm going to discard the Thoughtseize. I don't know if they have something like Surgical, but I don't want to expose my Doomsdays to it if I don't have to. Yeah, it's it's definitely one of my favorite things to do is when someone needles LED, and then you just fucking go off in their face. All right, what's this? This is the Earwig Squad. So, thinking carefully, my Doomsdays are in my hand, or I have a Doomsday in my hand. There are 3 Burning Wishes in my deck, but another one in my hand, and I have a Brainstorm in my hand to put it back in the pile. So this Earwig Squad, the real thing that, like the real problem that Earwig Squad is going to cause is the fact that it has 5 power. It's going to make me dead real quick. So I basically need to hit like 2 lands or 2 mana sources in a row, or like one that produces black, and then so what they take? 3 Burning Wishes probably? Yep. Alright, so I really do need to hit 2 lands in a row because I need this Brainstorm to put lands back. Alright, so that's... I'm going to concede. Actually... I guess I still have some time here. Because they only have 7 power on board. Oh, nope, now they don't. Here comes something. So that's 8 power, so that makes me dead in 2 turns. So now I'm definitely going to concede. Alright, so that didn't work out because I drew poorly. Let's think here. I probably want to keep my sideboarding the same. Needle didn't... Like, if Needle is there... Yeah, I'm not going to change anything. I don't know if they... Like, these Echoing Truths might not be any good, but they're probably better than Duresses just because they can bounce a creature. So, really what I want to do is just go off fast, and that hand doesn't do it. That hand's not great, but I don't think I can throw it back. Because a 5 is unlikely to be better. But unfortunately the hand does suck a bit. And I want to keep that Bauble. And hopefully they won't needle it. So that Swamp's a good draw. I'm going to keep both these cards. But this isn't looking good. Losing to Goblins will be embarrassing, so I hope that doesn't happen. Needle Street Wraith. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. It's, oh, they do have the Red Blast. Okay, so I'm glad I did bring the draw 4 in, right? Yeah, I'm glad I did that, so it's good to know about the Red Blasts. I'm just going to play the basic Swamp and play out the Bauble then. Crater Maker? Sure. I don't really care if they try and crack the Crater Maker, it'll let me, I'll just draw a card. Thoughtseize, Brainstorm, I don't want any of those. I mean, Brainstorm's okay. Oh, I get another Bauble, nice. But yeah, this hand's not coming together very well. Wasteland, sure. Yep. Combat. So Bauble serves an interesting role in the deck. You can do some neat tricks with piles where you bauble cards back onto the bottom of your deck to like either increase your storm count or get cards from your hand back into your deck by like discarding them with LED and then looping them back in. It does some interesting tricks. It's kind of important for piles with Lab Maniac because if you think about like kind of the most basic Lab Maniac pile, it's like like Ideas Unbound, LED, Bauble, Street Wraith, Lab Maniac. So you cast Ideas Unbound, and then you play the Bauble, play the LED, Street Wraith, and crack the LED, and draw the Lab Maniac, and you have the mana to cast Lab Maniac, and you have a draw effect like stored on the battlefield, so you don't discard it to Lion's Eye Diamond. So that's kind of some of the reasons why it's there. A Lion's Eye Diamond. So I don't want to play that Lion's Eye Diamond because of the Crater Maker. So I'm going to pass the turn here. And then I'll see what they do next turn. I'll probably take kind of a big hit, another Wasteland. I don't really want to see another Wasteland. Oh, Matron, okay. See, I wonder what they're going to get. They might get Pile Driver here. And if they do, I'm going to Echoing Truth the Goblin War Chief. So that they can't attack with everything. They did get Pile Driver. Alright. This is... Oh, they can leave one Wasteland up. Alright. So, this is a little interesting. I'm going to take Island here. And I'm going to Echoing Truth the War Chief. Because I don't think I'm going to get a better card to Echoing Truth. Okay. Now, they're not going to leave... They're probably not going to crack this Wasteland. Because they want to leave mana up to sack the Crater Maker. But I did draw another thing. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Because I don't think I'm really going to get... I'm not going to get a lot more time. Like, I might even just be dead. If they just cast Chieftain next turn, they'll hit me for 2, 3... So 5 from those 3 goblins, and then Pile Driver plus like 6. So yeah, that'll be lethal next turn. So I do need to make a move now, and they've left the Wasteland up. So I'm going to crack this, and I'm going to go grab Underground Sea, and then I'm going to play this Scalding Tarn. I'm going to crack this. And I think I'm going to go grab... Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't have a Volk. Where did my Volk... Did my Volk get wasted already? Yeah, so I guess I'll just grab... Well, I want to have a red available, I think. But I also want to have more blue available. I guess I'll just grab the Underground Sea. And then I'm going to play out my Lion's Eye Diamond. And then I'm going to cast Ideas Unbound. But I probably need to crack the Lion's Eye Diamond in response because otherwise they're just going to Crater Maker it. So I think I want to crack it for black because the best thing here is going to be if I draw Doomsday, I think. So now they're thinking hard about what to do. Wow! That was not a good draw. Alright, Brainstorm. Give me something to work with here. Doomsday. I think I can win now. What do I put back? Probably need to put back... it's probably got to be the Brainstorm. So I'll cast this Dark Writ, cast the Doomsday. I do have enough mana left to get the draw 4. So it's just going to be a matter of trying to figure out how to beat, like, I'm only going to have one bauble, or, well, I could have both baubles if I wanted them, because I can just crack them together and draw the top 2 cards of my deck. So let me think about that. If I drew 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds, and then I could bauble into... Yeah, this is tough because... So I'm going to get at least one good bauble activation. I just need to figure out what the play is here. And I need to avoid getting Crater Makered as well. So, like, double LED isn't going to be great. So I probably want, like, 1 LED... and then so if I, like, here's the ideal pile. Let's just do that. Ideal pile. I'll take the Ideas Unbound. And then Burning Wish and another LED, I think. And that should be able to get me up to my 10 Storm I need. So I'll draw Ideas Unbound. I think I can make this work. Yeah, I gotta try it, you know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here forever and think about it. So I want Burning Wish on the bottom, then and Lion's Eye Diamond, then Ideas Unbound, LED. I think this is what I want. So I'm gonna cycle Street Wraith. I'm going to play this LED. Crack it for blue. Bauble, putting it back on the bottom. And now they might kill the other one. And if they do, I can just draw again with it. And if they don't, I can just draw the next card with it. And that should be fine as well. So, yeah. So now I'll just tap to draw. And I'm not going to target anything with this one. Uh-oh. Fuck! That could be an issue, because now they're gonna counter one of my draws. So I'm gonna just draw an LED, right? And then pass the turn, I think. I drew the Burning Wish because they shuffled my deck. Yeah, I forgot about the shuffle. So this one's not gonna draw anything, so now I concede. Alright, well, that sucked. trying to play around. Trying to play around the Crater Maker. I played around the Crater Maker fine, but they had the surgical. Alright, so what did you guys say here? A little random, but which version of Doomsday do you like, the new or the old? I mean, having Sensei's Divining Top was like, the deck was just so much better with Sensei's Divining Top and Gitaxian Probe, so I don't know, you can't even compare. Like, the deck is objectively worse now, I think. So, it's like, whatever. I definitely like the older versions better. Alright, I'll try another one, and then maybe I'll see if I can jump into a queue or something. I suppose I can join the queue. I like the Weatherlight art of Doomsday the best. The old art. The art on the Invocation is nice, but the rest of the card is kind of ugly. I actually played that version in paper because it was the first foil version that got printed, and my deck's mostly foil. But I don't know, my paper list, I like take pride in it being extremely ugly. So the Invocation ones work well for that. But the card is pretty ugly. Is this the same person I just played against? I don't remember. I've played against this person before, though. I think this hand is too janky to be keepable. This hand's keepable, though. And I think I want that pedal. So I'm just going to play Delta and pass. And then next turn, can I win? Grove of the Burnt Willows. Exploration. So they're playing lands. Probably lands. It could be like that fucking Applejack's deck. But, So, right now, I could cast Doomsday and build So I could cast Doomsday, make a pile that was like LED, Ideas Unbound, Pedal, Labman, and just plop a Labman out on the field and hope they don't have removal, but I think that's a bad idea. Since they don't have any pressure right now, I think my best bet is almost certainly to just wait. On the other hand, I could make a pass turn pile that could beat a piece of removal, but actually pass the turn. Yeah, Labman is going to die too easily. That's kind of my concern. I could Preordain here, but if they don't disrupt my mana base and I just draw another mana source, I can just kill with Storm. So I don't think I'm going to Preordain. They do have a Wasteland, though. And they're using it, so that's fine. Another Exploration and a Dark Depths. And a Mishra's Factory. So I could be in a little bit of trouble if they have Crop Rotation. Let's see what we draw here. Ponder. Alright, so I'm going to crack this for Basic Island and Preordain. Hopefully I'll find a Ritual. An LED. Okay. LED's okay. I'm going to take that. Next turn, I can either draw a black mana source or ponder for a black mana source, and if I hit it, I should be able to win the game. Assuming I don't somehow die. which seems pretty unlikely. Riftstone Portal. Oh, that's a spicy little number. Alright, so this feels like the turn where the crop rotation would happen. Rain of Filth. That's not enough black mana. But I think that is. So I'll draw the Valk, play it. I'll use one of the Lotus Petals to make black for Rain of Filth, and then I'll use the other for the third black. I'll have a blue floating, or actually probably a red floating. I think this should be good enough. Play the Valk. I'll float a red. Play a Lotus Petal. Cast Rain of Filth. Play Lotus Petal. Doomsday. And then we'll build the basic storm pile. Ideas Unbound. LED. LED. Bauble Doomsday. Or Bauble Burning Wish, I mean. Alright. This is going to be lethal, theoretically. And hopefully I won't somehow die to Punishing Fires. Or like a main deck Red Blast, that would blow chunks. But this looks like it's going to be fine. Crop rotation. Oh, they probably think I need a card for my deck, but I don't. Or I need a card for my graveyard, so they're going to crop rot for Bog. But I don't actually need to target anything. Seems I just hope you run into no counters. No, I have Duresses and stuff and Thoughtseize, so you can discard the counters. It's so like that's how I would generally try and beat counter spells, is just hit them with discard before you go off. Alright, so this deck I'm going to do pretty similar to what I did last time. Because they're playing red, there's some threat of them having Red Blast effects, so I want Infernal Contract. So I have a way to draw my pile that doesn't involve a blue card. This might be where I remember this person's name from. They used to be in the Doomsday Discord. Discord's still pretty active, but... Ooh. Oh, my queue started. That's fun. Alright, I can't double queue. My brain doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna scoop out of this so I can play in my queue. And I won the roll. And this hand looks pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna keep it. This could make goblins on turn 2, although not that many goblins. But if I draw another Dark Ritual or a Lotus Petal, it can actually kill with Doomsday on turn 2. So we'll see what my opponent plays. you're a little more likely to face blue decks and stuff in the anything where there's play points on the line. Ooh, 3 viewers now. What's up? Wasteland. Okay. So I don't know what this person's playing. Brainstorm. So I think the play here is going to be to just make goblins. I can crack the Mire for a Delta, Brainstorm, putting Burning Wish back, and then go play Badlands, Dark Ritual, LED, Street Wraith into Burning Wish, and just make goblins. They could be playing Delver and have just played out the Wasteland to kind of hide what they're on. But that's a risk I'm willing to take because the chance of them actually having Force of Will in their hand is only around 40%. So I'm going to jam it. And I drew garbage. That's fine. I'll put back Burning Wish, play Badlands, play Dark Ritual, LED, Street Wraith, hold priority, crack for red, Burning Wish, and we'll just hope that 10 goblins gets there. And if it doesn't, then so be it. Cavern. Okay, so probably not Delver. Could be D&T, or potentially actually the Humans deck. So I drew another Burning Wish, but I can't do anything with that yet. Not that I really have anything I would wish for anyway. So I'm just going to send them all in, and I'm just hoping that they don't, that they aren't able to beat me. They're on a 3-turn clock. They don't have white mana, so they can't cast Stoneforge right now. Ooh, what the frick? Ancient Tomb. But that's going to do some damage to them. Okay, they can see it. Alright, so I'm assuming this is Death and Taxes. And in that case, I'm just going to go Echoing Truth out. Or Echoing Truth in, Duress out. My one concern is that this is more like a Soldier Stompy type deck. I haven't seen that many Humans decks, but it's definitely something to watch out for. But regardless, I think like Echoing Truth is what I want, no matter what my opponent's doing in this matchup. The only difference is that if it turns out they're playing Chalice of the Void, I'll probably bring a Duress or two back and cut a Preordain or two. But as it goes, Pet Dan, yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Because that deck is definitely a little harder to deal with. I think I'm going to keep this, but it's a little, especially since they mulled to 6, I think I want to keep this. It's a little sketchy. Ooh, that felt good. A little weak to Chalice. But I don't know if 6 cards is going to be better. Mox Diamond. Pigeon Crocus. And a Plains. And they're just going to play Thalia on turn 1. Chalice on 1. Okay. So I'm just going to play Delta and pass. They don't have a lot of cards left in hand. Oh, what the fuck is this? Now they have a Thalia too. That's annoying. So, let's see. I guess I'm just going to pass, play my land and pass again. Eventually I'm going to probably have to Burning Wish for Massacre, because the Thalia is obviously a bigger issue. So I can Burning Wish Massacre, kill the Thalia, cast a Doomsday and try to make a pile that can win through Chalice on 1, which should be doable. It's worth noting, though, that if I Massacre Thalia, they're just going to replay it the next turn, so I'll need something that can handle that as well. Another diamond. Pitching the last card in their hand. Okay. Another LED. That'll help a lot in terms of trying to beat them playing a Thalia again. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to play this. I'm going to crack these. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to get mostly non-basics. I need another blue, so I need to get the Underground Sea as well. So if they find a Wasteland, I'll be in trouble. But for now, I can Burning Wish for Massacre. But I'm still going to need like a ritual or something to be able to cast Doomsday after casting Massacre, or a ritual or another land, I guess. But basically I'm going to have to try and power through this Chalice on 1, and then presumably replaying Thalia. So whatever I do... Another Burning Wish. Is that good enough? I don't think so. I can Massacre, and then they'll bring Thalia back to their hand, and then I can play out my 2 LEDs and Burning Wish, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, make 10 goblins again. I don't know if that's really good enough here. I can probably wait another turn. I have 8 cards in hand. Actually, this might be advantageous. So, I'm going to move to discard. I'm going to discard Ideas Unbound. It's a little dangerous in case they have Graveyard Hate. But not having it in my hand will actually make my piles a little easier, I think. Potentially. Maybe I'm wrong about that. We'll find out. So hit me again. That's okay. Hopefully I don't play anything else obnoxious. Plains. Alright. Let's see what I draw. Another LED. Huh. Well, so now the Massacre... Actually, I think this is what I want to do. Cast without paying mana cost. I'm just going to Massacre. They'll bring Thalia back. Yep. I'm going to play out my LEDs. And then... I think I'm just going to Burning Wish for a Doomsday. And I'll have 2 LEDs up, and so if I make a pile that's... Like, they can play their Thalia, that's fine. If I make a pile that's Street Wraith, Ideas Unbound, Labman... Street Wraith, Ideas Unbound, Labman, Street Wraith, Ideas Unbound, Labman, Street Wraith, and another card, I should be able to win. Because that's only one card that actually costs 1 extra mana. So yeah, let's just try that. I don't think they're going to have removal spell. So I think I can just win through Thalia if they haven't. Grab the Doomsday. Cast that, and then we'll go, let's see, Street Wraith. Ideas Unbound, which they graciously left in my graveyard. I was a little worried about that. Labman, Street Wraith. And then I need one other card, which I think is probably, I'm just going to make a Dark Ritual since it will make +1 mana. Alright, and that should be good. So there are a couple cards they could have that would fuck me up. Phyrexian Revoker on Street Wraith would be one, which is fairly unlikely, but distinctly a possibility, I suppose. You'd have to be pretty sharp to get that one. Uh-oh. What the frick is this? 4 mana? Chalice on 2? That's problematic. Right? It's a little problematic. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I wish I could remember what order I put my cards in. Well, I'm just going to pass. There's not a lot I can do with that. They can't cast their Thalia now, though. That's interesting. Huh. They can't cast a lot of their creatures. I'm just going to hold my cards. Oh, Dark Ritual wouldn't make +1 mana when they have a fucking Chalice on 1 anyway. So, I'm just going to hold my cards here, and next turn, hopefully, I'll draw the Lab Man, and then I can just kill him. What kind of costs are you paying here? A Chalice on 0? Okay, that's not going to stop me either. This is such a weird game. There's the Lab Man. So, I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I just cast him, right? No, wait. I'm going to cycle this Street Wraith. Draw the last card. And now I'm going to cast Lab Man, because this is going to let me play around one removal spell if they happen to have it. Because now I can just pass a turn. And if they can't get rid of the Lab Man, which they shouldn't be able to. Yeah, okay. That was real fucking weird. I don't even know what to say to that. But hey, we beat Thalia, Chalice on 0, 1, and 2. So that's something. I don't think I've ever done that before. The old pass 4 turns after casting Doomsday. What a classic. What a fucking classic. Is this the same person as before? In here? Yeah, it is. I'm not going to play against them again. That was wild. I think the only time I've ever played through like a similar amount of hate, not that I can say I played through it, I think they kind of played themselves by playing that Chalice on 2. But one time against Death and Taxes, I beat like Thalia, Canonist, Leonin Arbiter, and Spirit of the Labyrinth. By like, I bounced the Leonin Arbiter, cast Doomsday, and then I had a lot of life somehow, so I was able to build a pile that like killed some of their creatures like successively over a couple turns, and then and like barely kept me alive because I was able to off enough of their creatures, and then I like won with Lab Maniac. But I don't know, that was weird too. So this is definitely a keep. I'm just going to pass turn, I think. I'm going to play my land and pass. There's an argument for just shooting off something. But if I draw another mana source, Lotus Bloom, what the fuck? What the ungodly fuck is this? Ancient Ziggurat and Lotus Bloom. Oh, and there's 77 cards in the deck. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is probably, I should just make goblins, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to crack this. I'm going to get Basic Swamp. I'm going to crack this. I'm going to get Badlands. So what I can do here is I'll start with Dark Rit. So they suspended Lotus Bloom, which is making me think it's not humans. And also the fact that they have 77 cards in the deck. If it was just Ancient Ziggurat on turn 1, I would think it was humans. But I'm not convinced. So I'm going to start off with Thoughtseize. Slivers. Some slivers. Talon Sliver. First Strike, Battle Sliver. Crystalline Sliver. Shroud. Sinew Sliver. Genesis Wave. Alright, so I think Empty is going to be off the table here. But I should be able to just kill him next turn with Doomsday. So that's fine. I'm going to take the Opt, I think. Although they can't even cast it right now. Do any of these cards matter? No, I guess Opt is the one to take. I think it's very unlikely that I have a problem here. So I'll cast a Doomsday, and then next turn I will probably just Labman kill him. It's going to be the easiest way to do it, because I can do it such that I can beat a couple pieces of removal, I think, just in case they happen to have some. So I'll draw Conjurer's Bauble, Bauble into Ideas Unbound. Ideas Unbound will draw me Labman, Street Wraith, Bauble. I can play the Bauble, play the Labman, and have two, or be able to beat a removal spell that way. So we'll do that. And I'm just going to play out the Lion's Eye Diamonds just in case they have discard. Alright, we'll pass. Yeah, I think Lotus Bloom is to enable this Genesis Wave. But, like, we're not playing against a real deck. That's what it comes down to. So this is just kind of goldfish practice. I'm going to assume that post-board they could have cards that interact with us. But I think it's very unlikely that that is the case pre-board. So make a bunch of blue mana. Cast Ideas Unbound. Cast Bauble. Cast Labman. Cycle Street Wraith, and that wins the game. Don't even need the other draw effect. Alright, so that happened. I'm going to assume it's more likely that they have permanent-based hate than, like, spell-based hate. Oh. So they give me a salty turn 3 well done and then just scoop. So, that's whatever. I guess I don't know if it was salty. They may have just not wanted to waste their time getting dunked on. Also, Garish Thrower 7, thanks for the follow. I just noticed that you actually followed me, so that's cool. I have like 40 followers now. I'm practically famous. Alright, I won the roll again. I'll probably keep this. It's a little slow, but it's not too bad. I'm going to just start with Thoughtseize, since there's lots of decks that can kind of lock me out pretty quick. Like this. So I don't care about the Needle. Duress is a little annoying, but I can't take that because I need to take the Hex Mage, I think. So they're probably going to lead on Duress. The Expedition map can find their other combo lands, so I'm still going to have to win pretty quick. But I think I want to take the Hex Mage. There's some pretty good Legacy streamers out there. I pretty much only play this deck, so like if you're looking for variety in content, you ain't gonna find it here. Sometimes I play variants of Doomsday. I'll play different lists. I want to play an Experimental Frenzy Doomsday list soon, but I need to get the Frenzies. But yeah, if you want to watch Doomsday, I'm the only person who plays it on stream, I think. So But if you want to watch anything else, I could give you some recommendations for other good Legacy streamers. I mean, I mostly watch people who play combo decks, but... okay, Basic Island. I think I'm going to play the Basic Island. Play the Basic Island and Preordain. So, I kind of want to be able to play, like, Burning Wish for Doomsday and then cast it. But if I keep these cards, next turn I can fetch Badlands and Burning Wish, and the turn after that I can cast Doomsday, and then I'll be waiting on turn 5 at the earliest, which seems slow. But I don't know if shuffling these away is actually going to get me there any faster. But I think, well, I suppose I could bottom 1 and draw 1. Then I'll at least guarantee that I have the 3 black mana sources. That's probably the way to go. And like next turn I can ponder, and if I ponder into like a Lion's Eye Diamond or something, then I can just Burning Wish right away. Uh-oh, you got another... oh no, just the map. Okay. And now they're probably going to play Bog. Yep, alright. Yeah, one of the guys in the Doomsday Discord has been playing a Frenzy list. And I'm a little dubious of it, but it seems interesting, and it would be a good thing to just jam a few games with, just to kind of get a feel for it. So, gonna give it a go at some point, but just haven't done it yet, because I need to get Frenzies. They're only a couple bucks online for the playset, so I'm just gonna do it, but alright, we're in a good spot here, because now I can go, let me think, crack this, I'll fetch Volk. It'll be a bit of a problem if they have Wasteland, but I think I'm just not going to worry about it. And I can crack this and crack the LED for black. And Wish for Doomsday, and now I'm immune to discard. Which is going to be their primary... like, they're not going to kill me next turn. They can't kill me next turn. And discard's their primary way to interact. So, unless they waste my Volk, which I suppose is possible, this should be winnable. Landman on the bottom, these 3 in the middle. Hope I did that in the right order. Thought for a second I might have misclicked. Doing. I don't know what they're gonna get. Thespian Stage. Okay. So just another map. Yeah, they don't have much to do. So yeah, I think they're dead. And this is one of the areas where, like, these kinds of pseudo combo mirrors are one of the areas where this version of the list with Lab Maniac shines compared to the list I used to play, which had a lot of draw fours and was much more of a stormy deck. This one can kind of play to the board, per se. My sequencing here is a little bad. You should play the Lion's Eye Diamond first. But it's not going to matter. I don't think there's any reason to play around like a Slaughter Pact or something there, so you just crack that. Alright, so we want Echoing Truth in place of Duress. And arguably we want the draw 4 as well. because it could help us recover from discard. And our life totals doesn't really matter. Hope of Gear blocks Merit Lage, but I don't think that's good enough. I think I'm going to do that. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to cut. I'm going to cut a Preordain for it. So whenever you bring your sideboard draw spell in, you need to cut a draw spell from your deck so that you still have a draw spell to wish for, so that Burning Wish can still be a cantrip into your pile. If you ever play this deck. It's a good thing to remember. I think this is a keep. The fact that Latman is in my hand is a little frustrating. Because it's going to make making a pile with it a little more complicated. But I think this is probably still just going to be better. And they're going to hit me with discard, and that's fine. So I'm assuming they're going to take the Doomsday. I'm probably going to hit back with discard. They took my Thoughtseize. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Alright, well if I draw a Lotus Petal here, I can kill him. Or I guess a Street Wraith too. Might kill him. That's not going to kill him, but I'm just going to play Polluted Delta. I wonder if they have him. I'm going to play out my LED. I don't want to lose it. And I can kill him with Storm next turn, even without the extra Storm from LED, if they don't take my Doomsday. They have another Duress? Okay, so they're going to take the Doomsday this time, I'm sure. But that makes me glad that I played out the LED. Yeah, and I wonder if they have a Surgical or something. Not right now, anyway. Oh, playing a Lotus Petal. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Just Preordain. Ideas Unbound. I don't want either of those, I don't think. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm gonna get Badlands. So that'll have red mana available in case I draw Burning Wish. Hexmage and Crop Rotation. I'm probably supposed to take the Crop Rotation over the Hexmage. I'm very, very surprised they let me. Well, I guess I'm not very surprised. I feel like they should have Crop Rotated for Dark Depths, and just let me take the Hexmage, because like then they have a combo piece on the table. But I'm definitely taking Crop Rot. Crop Rot's a lot scarier. And I'm going to play out this LED as well. And like, I'm not even scared of Hexmage attacking because I can play Latman to block it. If required. Expedition Map. Okay. So they're just going to crack that right now, which is a problem. Because that means that they can make the 20/20 next turn unless I find... Ooh, what are you doing? Unless I find discard. Oh, they needed to crack. They needed to fetch before they could actually cast, or activate the map. So now they got lucky and they got the thing off the top. So now they can get Dark Depths and play it. Next turn they can play Hexmage. So I really need a business spell or a discard spell here. Perfect. Well, sort of perfect. I should crack one of my LEDs in response to Doomsday so that Latman goes into my graveyard, because I'm not going to need... I'd rather not have Latman stuck in my hand, and I'm not going to need both LEDs. So, this is a little interesting, but it should work. So hold priority, cast Doomsday, crack, Now we'll let Doomsday resolve. And the pile is going to be much the same as last time. Bauble, Ideas Unbound. I guess it's not that much the same as last time. So it's Bauble, Ideas Unbound, Labman, Darkrit, Petal. Or Labman, Darkrit, Bauble. I guess Labman, Darkrit, Street Wraith would work too. So, because I'm a little worried about Needle, but I don't know if they could Needle either Street Wraith or Bauble. Actually, I should play around one of my lands getting wastelanded. So I should get, instead of Darkrit, Labman. Alright, what am I doing? Bauble, Ideas Unbound, Labman, Petal, Street Wraith. We're going to do that. I don't know if they can get rid of one of my lands, but I'm going to play around it. Since I can. Actually, I guess this doesn't play around them taking one of my lands. It's all the same. So we're just going to do that. Because I still need the mana from this land. I don't think they're going to get rid of my lands. I think I'm just going to kill them. So I want Petal, Labman, Street Wraith, Ideas, Bauble. And we'll pass. So I'm immune to discard. I could die if they get rid of one of my lands, or if they get rid of, if they have a surgical or something to shuffle me, and I don't draw the right card. I suppose that's, well, no, never mind. Yeah, we just gotta cross our fingers. Hope for the best. 4 viewers. Hell yeah. Nope, 3 viewers. Alright, whatever. Fuck you. It's my wife texting me. So, I don't know why they're taking so long here. But they are. Okay, they finally let it go. And stop looking at my phone. So, just hope they don't draw anything useful. And that'll be that. There's a Hex Mage. So at this point, the only concerning card really would be Surgical. So I think probably just going to win here. Yep, looks like it. This is where I get surprise Slaughter Pact. Not that they could even pay for it, they would die. Although I would die first because I would draw a card with nothing left in my deck, but... Okay, yeah. This matchup feels pretty easy with Labman in the deck. Alright, let's see. What time is it? How long have I been at this? An hour and a half? Yeah, I can go a little longer. Let's see if there's any more. No one waiting in the queue. I don't want to wait for a queue. So, I'll just do another practice match. Maybe I'll do one of the other lists. That could be fun. Huh. On the draw? I could probably keep this on the draw. It's not great, because it's lacking blue mana. But if it can find blue mana, it has some potential. Or if I just rip a Dark Ritual, like, that would be good too. Well, there's the blue mana. So I'm going to lead off with Thoughtseize. Gangler. Bolt, Snap. So I'm definitely taking the Brainstorm here, because I don't want them to be able to do anything if they find a blue mana. And then I'm going to hope to just kill him. Oh yeah, there's the blue mana. So I know that was their draw for the turn, which is nice. Another blue mana. So I'm pretty sure I just Brainstorm here. If I hit a Dark Rit, I should win. That won't win me the game, but let me think. Maybe next turn. I'm going to put Doomsday back on top and just duress here. I do know what they have, but I'm not going to be able to duress and go off next turn, so I'm just going to duress now. I'll take a Bolt, and hopefully they won't draw anything next turn. So not playing anything. So I know the top card in my deck is the top card in my deck is a Volk, or was a Volk. Now it's not. I guess I just go for it, right? I don't think there's anything else to do. Just hope they didn't draw the relevant spell. If they did, they'd probably counter this. Alright, so... Oh, they just scooped. Okay. Fine by me. This is an Empty the Warrens matchup. It may also be an Infernal Contract matchup, although they didn't see any more of my deck. Generally, the way I like to do these is you bring in the two empties, you cut Labman and let me think. If I'm cutting Labman, I cut a Street Wraith. So Labman and a Street Wraith for two empties. And that way you're actually more dense on business spells. You can still obviously kill with Doomsday and Storm, but you have more ways to get access to Empty Thorns, which is your best win con in the Delver matchup. I'm assuming this is Delver. Actually, it's probably Grixis control, but the sideboarding is actually pretty much the same. I probably keep this. I might just be getting Thoughtseize here. This hand would make goblins on turn 2. Which is why it's probably a keep. Yeah, they just have the Thoughtseize, so that Burning Wish is going to go. Probably. Obviously having a hard time deciding what to take, or their computer's running slow. And they took the ideas unbound. Very interesting. To me, that means they probably have a force, because they wouldn't want to give up the well, they have a hymn and they have an inquisition. They don't have another blue mana source or another black mana source. So I'm going to take the inquisition here and gamble on them not finding black mana to go with that hymn. They shouldn't know what's on top of their deck because they cracked Scalding Tarn last turn. So, and then I'm going to try and make goblins. And if I get hymned, like, so be it. I think this is by far the best plan. It's not going to be a lot of goblins, so no hymn. And they ponder. I still am at risk of getting hit with more discard. If they find more discard, but obviously I gotta play to my outs. So we're looking at 8 goblins next turn, which is probably gonna be good enough. It's a little low, but usually 8 in this matchup will be fine if they don't have any threats. So they didn't shuffle. They didn't shuffle, and they kept the top card. So they could have counter magic, but I should have gotten Badlands. That was a mistake. But I'm just going to jam here because I don't think it's going to get any better for me. Oh, they let me have that. So I'm going to cast Empty, but I'm probably getting flustered. I suppose they could have found, like, Toxic Deluge or something. Or maybe they were trying to fluster and they just misclicked and let it go. I don't know. They could have a board wipe. Like, they may have kept the board wipe anticipating Empty Thorns, but whatever. Snap. Okay. Just going to snap Ponder then. So no board wipe there. They're just looking for one, I think. I really have no idea what they could have kept. Did they keep Snapcaster Mage off the Ponder or something? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm all in on Goblin. The Goblos. So they didn't shuffle off that Ponder. A Doomsday. Interesting, interesting. So we will get in here with the Goblins. Now, this is an interesting spot because if they don't hit me with discard, and I can find another black mana source, preferably on a land, I can Doomsday and actually storm them out. And not have to expose my Ladman to the lightning bolt that I'm pretty sure is still in their hand. Although now they still have him, so they could him me here. But they're probably just board wiping. Okay. So they're draining, they decide to drain me and kill one. Okay, that's fine. I think I would have hit with discard, but who am I to say? They have another one or something? A Strix. Alright, well they're still pretty far from like alive. And certainly Doomsday still gives me some options to work with for the kill. Alright, so I'm going to attack. And then I'm going to cast Doomsday. They have, I think they have a Hymn and a Mystery card in hand. Oh no. They pitched the Hymn to Collective Brutality. So they have a Bolt and a Mystery card in hand. Okay. So, oh, they just conceded. Okay, fine. So the pile there is going to be Ideas Unbound, LED, Street Wraith, Burning Wish, and that was going to be 5 Storm, which was going to be plenty for the kill there. Alright, let's do another match. I got time for one more, and maybe I'll play with a different list. Let's play this is the list that I used to play a lot of. This is what I brewed up after the Probe ban. I'll take a quick look at it. But some of you may have seen it before, depending on who's watching. But it's playing 2 Infernal Contracts main deck, no Lab Man in the main. I am testing a Lab Man on the side right now, but ooh, that's wild hand. All right. Basic Island. Okay. Delver. So this is probably like blue-red Delver, would be my guess. Wild. I'm going to lead on Basic Swamp. And I'm probably just going to try and kill next turn. If the contract resolves, I should be in decent shape to actually just kill next turn. So they flip Delver to Ponder. And they'll Ponder. That's my spreadsheet. I'll have to update that after this. So basically, the difference here is like, this deck is a lot more stormy, and its alternate win cons are just other ways of storming. Infernal Contract draws your Doomsday pile, but it also is like a semi-functional storm engine in its own right. Brainstorm. Okay. Mono blue Delver? I suppose it could still be blue-red. I'm just going to jam here. I'll be curious to see if they let this resolve, just because it's going to make me lose half my life. They did. Alright. I feel like that resolves because, like, I feel like they let that resolve. They permitted that to happen, and that they have some kind of a discard spell. But I don't think that's going to matter here, because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think they're going to die. So I'm going to play out this Lotus Petal. I do need this Lotus Petal to resolve, because it's going to have to make blue for me. So hopefully they won't counter that. Maybe I should have Thoughtseize first. They didn't counter that, though. That's good. So I'll Thoughtseize. Oh, 2 Stifle. Fuck me. It is mono blue, but the double Stifle is obviously an issue. And I'm at 6 life. That sucks. I'm going to Ponder here. I need to find a Burning Wish or something so that I can try and pass the flames. Thoughtseize. Ponder Tendrils. Alright. No. Okay. So I have a game plan for next turn. But it's not a good one. It is not a very good one. They're going to hit me to 3. Man, the double stifle sucked there. Alright, so they're leaving one up. So, Deutsche, yeah, that was my plan. The problem was that they had 2 stifles. I discarded one, but they had a second in their hand, so I was going to get stifled. So I couldn't kill them that turn regardless. And I wasn't going to be able to build up the storm. I don't think I was going to be able to build up enough storm to kill. That was what I was thinking. But, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I wonder if they're thinking about thought scouring me here. No, they let me do that. Okay, so here's my conundrum. I need to get that stifle out of their hand, but I also need to yes, it is. It's a little annoying. I want to bait the stifle, but I also want to be able to cast this Thoughtseize if I can find mana for Pass and Flames. So I think what I'm going to do here is just this. I'm going to Preordain. I'm looking for a Burning Wish. Oh, I found a Duress. Well, I could Duress now. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do here. Take the Duress. Cast Duress. Hopefully they didn't find anything else and I can just snag the Stifle. Okay, I'm going to ignore this Thought Scour. It's not going to matter right now. I'm taking the Stifle. Because, oh, okay. I wish they hadn't done that. Can I... So I wouldn't have found Burning Wish on those 3 cards, but potentially on the draw. Who knows? Alright, whatever. It's dumb. I'm actually a little frustrated that they gave me the win there because I wanted to, like, try it out. But I guess they just thought they were dead. This is probably a fine matchup to bring Hopegirper in since it seemed like they're mono blue. And I'm going to cut a Burning Wish. I'm going to cut a Preordain. And a Bauble. Because there's 2 Baubles in this list. Oh, I need to cut one more card. So maybe another Preordain. Could cut Doomsday as well. I do have a lot of business spells. But I already cut a Burning Wish. I'll probably just cut Preordain. We'll try that. This hand looks acceptable. Perfectly acceptable. I really hope they cast something on their first turn, though. So I can use my fetch land. Good. getting stifled there would blow. Doishi, how you been? I don't think you've watched my stream in a while. Although I've seen you say things on Discord. How's it going, fam? Thoughtseize. You need to get a new job. Dude, I've been trying to get a new job too. It's I don't need to get one ASAP, but I do think I need to get a new job. I'm gonna risk Wasteland here. And we good. So I'll take those two. So it's looking like I might be able to make goblins. Workplace is going into administration in a week. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Is that like a British thing? You getting audited or something? The FBI coming? Not the FBI. MI6 or some shit. Oh, you're being shut down. Well, that does suck. Work can get in the way of playing Magic. I work from home, so I don't have like a commute that can get in the way. I try not to play Magic during the day because it would distract me. But I won't say I never have. You know, like waiting for a script to run or some, you know, thing to build and deploy or whatever, and you can squeeze a game in if you don't have anything else to do. Alright, so they got 1 mana up here. They let me have this. So I'm going to just Thoughtseize now, I think. Well, actually, I'm going to play out my land first. That way I can at least pretend to protect myself from a daze. They probably have a lot of counter magic. Just the Stifle. They do have a lot of creatures, but I definitely think that Goblins is going to be my best bet here. 12 Goblins. I mean, I definitely have to do something before that fucking Arcane Lab comes down. So they just scoop again. Not interested in playing with me. Arcane Lab is rude as hell, though. I won't deny that. Alright. Well, I should probably log off now. I got shit to do. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, man, right when I get up to 6 viewers? Alright, I'll play one more. We'll do one more match. But I'm going to go back to this classic stylist. Yeah, I mean, my one concern with the goblins is that, like, they had 2 creatures. So they could potentially, and it wasn't a ton of goblins, they could potentially try to block enough and race me with the Delver or something. I don't know. It was, didn't seem likely to win them the game. I certainly didn't have a better plan with that Arcane Laboratory coming down. But we'll get one more match in here, and then I gotta log off. So that monthly post on Reddit about on the Legacy Reddit got made about the like Legacy stream stats for January, and I was not on it, even though I streamed more times than like half of the people that were on it. So I'm trying to figure out why I didn't show up as like a Legacy streamer in this person's mtgstreams.com thing. Well, so I commented on the Reddit thing and I was like, what's the trick to being like identified as a streamer and getting caught in your scraping? It said basically just parsing the stream title that I set in the Twitch dashboard, and I think my stream title is like Legacy Doomsday. So it has. He said as long as it has Legacy somewhere in the stream, somewhere in the title, you're good to go, and I'm pretty sure it's there. So I don't know, but whatever. I was hoping that I'd get into that so that I could maybe try and have more than like 6 viewers, but you know, get a few more viewers would be nice. Um, but whatever. Maybe next month, or I can just be an asshole and plug my stream in that Reddit thing. All right, what you see? Yeah, this hand's fine. See if I can get one more win here. I'll do a quick debriefing. And then I'll log off. Looks like death and taxes. Definitely looks like death and taxes. Alright, so this hand's not very good against death and taxes. That certainly makes it a little better. I could try and just YOLO brainstorm here. But I'd have to hit pretty good to win the game, so I'm just going to get a basic island and preordain, I think. And I'm going to hope that they don't have Thalia. I guess if they have Thalia, I can still... I'm going to keep this land in case they do have Thalia, so that I'll actually be able to Massacre. Like, cast Burning Wish for Massacre. Oh! That's not what I was anticipating. A little different. A little bit different. Might still be a Thalia, though. Stoneforge. Okay, so Goblins is off the table now, but, well, actually, I guess Goblins isn't off the table because of Duress. Although 2 creatures is still a lot. Especially since they both can block Goblins forever. Sort of fire nice. So, I'll have to think about my game plan a little bit here, but I can definitely Duress them and take that sword. And that might be the thing to do. Another Brainstorm? Alright. So, I'm going to Brainstorm. Interesting. I'll put back Brainstorm and Ponder. And I'm going to fetch Basic Swamp and Duress them. Actually, I wonder if it's even right to Duress. Yeah, it probably is. So they have a sword and they have Sophie. I almost want to take the sword so that, because I might need to win with Lab Maniac next turn. I think I can probably get my storm count high enough, but it might be a little sketchy. Actually, it probably will depend on what I draw. So I'm going to take the sword, and hopefully they just play... I'm going to take the swords to Plowshares, and hopefully they just play the sword or they leave up mana for the sword. They could play, like, the other Mom or Hierarch and leave up mana for the sword or something. And then I can try and win the game. So there's the Savannah. I just hope they don't draw anything good here. Hierarch, okay. Alright. So... Alright, I'm pretty sure they're super mega dead. Super mega dead. So I'll play Lotus Petal, Doomsday. I'll draw... why did they not attack with Mom? That's a good question. They probably just wanted to hold it back to protect Stoneforge or something. I don't know. So I'll draw Brainstorm. I'll draw, like, LED... What could I draw? LED. No. Petal. Let's do Petal, Ponder, Ideas Unbound, Put Back, Burning Wish, Ideas Unbound. Yeah, they're dead. I just wanted to make sure. I want to kill them with Storm so that I don't open myself up to them drawing a Swords to Plowshares. And it just means I'm going to need to make sure I get to like 11 Storm. So that if they do plow one of their guys, that's it. It's not too much. But I'm pretty sure that's not going to be an issue here. So I want to draw Petal, Preordain, Ideas Unbound. And then my pile, the rest of the pile is just going to be 2 LEDs, I think. That should be fine. Done. So put the LEDs on bottom. And then this one doesn't matter. Or those ones doesn't matter. Brainstorm. And then put back Burning Wish, Ideas, play Petal, Crack for Blue, play Lion's Eye Diamond, play Lion's Eye Diamond, play Preordain, hold priority, make blue, make red. Now we'll draw Ideas Unbound and the remaining cards and just give them the drills. Real close to the shoulders, like. Make sure you hold priority again. Important shit. That's plenty of Storm. Just need to get 1 green in there somehow. Alright. On to game 2. So, I'm just bringing in those. Cut Duress, 3 Duress, out, 3 Echoing Truth in. And let's see what happens. Hopefully I get the clean 2-0 and I can be done a little early because my wife's coming home soon and I gotta make dinner still. Just waiting. What's for dinner? It's tuna steaks, and like probably fucking rice-a-roni. Maybe some green beans or some shit, some frozen corn. I don't know. Definitely tuna steaks though. My wife's a super picky eater, and lately I've been pressuring her to like try more stuff. And she's never liked fish, or always claimed that she never liked fish. And I was like, just try the fucking tuna. And she did, and she's like, oh, it's good. And I was like, yes, because it's basically red meat. She likes red meat perfectly well. So, anyway, now she eats tuna, and that's great. Still can't get her to eat, like, lamb or anything, though. Any animal that's cute, it's no good. But if you ask me, the cuteness is directly proportional to their deliciousness. So, lambs are like, obviously the best. Never tried a puppy though. Not that I would. This hand's probably not good enough. Although, I don't know. It's a toss up. It's not. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna try it. So the advantages of it is that I can get all my basic lands. It has a Thoughtseize. And it's got some mana and a cantrip. But it's also kind of like this Ideas Unbound I wish was just something else. If that was like a Dark Writ or another cantrip, this would 100% be a keep. But they mulled to 5, so I do feel a little bit better about this play. Ooh, and the Burning Wish is a good draw. I am going to get a basic Swamp, because I don't want to open myself up to Wasteland if I don't have to. Interesting. Well, Goblins is looking a little worse right now, but they don't actually have that much going on. I guess the Stoneforge is the take here. Just because that's probably the fastest clock at this point. They found another land, so this is going to be the Skoos. And Skoos isn't that big a deal because I don't really need my graveyard. But they could start to clock me pretty quick if they can find a third land. So, another Thoughtseize. I don't know if there's actually that much to be gained from me Thoughtseizing them right now. But I'm going to go get my basic island and ponder here. Ooh, I wonder if I screwed up there. Well, I think this will be alright. I am going to Thoughtseize, though. So... so no other creature. They're attacking. I wonder if it's even worth me brainstorming next turn. Or if I should just play out the, oh, they found something. Fuck. They found Thalia. Alright. That's okay. It's not too far gone here. So now I'm definitely going to crack this. I guess I'm getting Badlands. And then Burning Wish. Yes. For Massacre. I'm going to take a pretty big hit next turn. As much as 6 damage, probably. So I'm going to have to win pretty quick after this Massacre. I think what's going to happen... Hopefully I don't get Wastelanded. That would be a problem. I'm assuming the Skoos, they're going to pump the Skoos so that it survives Massacre. Unless they found a third land, and then they might just play... No, they probably wouldn't play Knight. I mean, Knight will survive the Massacre as well, but if they play it, then their Skoos won't survive the Massacre. I don't know. Okay, so they did decide to pump the Skoos. I think that makes the most sense. They pump the Skoos up twice, and then I Massacre. Then they hit me for 6, I Massacre, and then they can put me to 1 next turn if they just attack with Skoos. So probably my game plan next turn is I'm going to Massacre and then Brainstorm and just hope it's good. I suppose if I draw Dark Ritual, I probably win regardless. But obviously I have to actually draw Dark Ritual. Could super aggressively massacre there too. What do you mean, Doishi? Like the turn I played Burning Wish? Because I didn't have mana for that. So the next turn is going to be the first turn I actually can massacre, I think. So I'm down to 5. Yeah, so I'm definitely running out of time here. Dark Grit would be the best draw. No Dark Grit. Oh, when they just had Scoos, I see. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to chat. Yeah, I suppose you're right about that. So I'll pay the 1, I'll massacre, and then I have to brainstorm here. Is that good enough? Put back Duress, put back Burning Wish, and then Rain of Filth. Yeah, that's the kind of nutty fucking brainstorm that I needed. Better lucky than good. So I'm going to go to 2 after this. Yeah, we'll be fine. I just want to make sure I didn't need a Street Wraith, but I don't. I've been feeling pretty good. I don't know. I think this list is feeling a lot better than it was to me before I started playing the Draw 4 list. And I'm not sure if I just I've gotten better at the piles, and so I'm not missing kills anymore, and I'm just playing the deck better. I still think the Draw 4 list is strong. At this point, I'm wondering if maybe it's a meta call. So if you're playing against a lot of blue control decks, you play the Draw 4 list. If you're playing against a lot more discard and prison type decks, this list is better, I think. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you play against. And in the practice room, there's a lot more combo mirrors in prison decks and stuff, and so this deck has been performing a lot better for me in the practice room. I haven't taken it to a league yet because I wanted to get a substantial amount of practice with it before I did that. Plus, because I'm low on play points and tickets, I didn't want to waste them bumming around and not really having a good feel for the piles and stuff. But fortunately, that won't be the case. I do feel like I have a lot of practice with this list now because I'm closing in on 40 or so matches with it, so I'd probably feel comfortable. 40 or so matches with it since I started playing it again, because I did have 40 or so matches before then. But yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, the piles are obviously different. It does some things better than the Draw 4 list. It does some things worse. I'm still wondering if there's some kind of hybrid that might be the best list. And if it's just a matter of tweaking the numbers. Because Labman in the sideboard of the Draw 4 list could be good. Or even, I don't know. I don't think that more rituals and Draw 4s in the sideboard of this list is where you'd want to be. And maybe you could even cram one Labman into the Draw 4 list, and you still get some of the benefits of Labman. I don't know, but Labman and Infernal Contract piles blow, so you kind of want Ideas Unbound if you're playing Labman. That's kind of, I don't know. Let me just real quick. This is what I had before I switched to the Labman list, Labman centric list. I was testing, or the Ideas Unbound list. I was testing Labman and Ideas Unbound in the board of the Draw 4 list, and I'd actually cut the sideboard Draw 4 for Ideas Unbound, which I'm not sure is correct. Could be very incorrect. And then snuck the Labman in there. And so post board you could cut the Draw 4 or one of the draw fours and like some rituals or something in matchups where your best game plan was to like turn 1 Doomsday, turn 2 Labman kill. And that was working okay, because like, I don't know, it might just be a matter of tweaking the numbers, and like this might be the direction I should be going. But for now, the Labman list has been going pretty well, and I think I'm going to be going to like a 2K in April, and I think I want to just keep playing the Labman list till then, as long as it keeps performing well, and then try it in a good paper event, and then I'll kind of see where I'm at. Because I've been playing the other list for a long fucking time. The draw 4 list, like, a lot. I have like 100 matches or more with that one. Might be close to 150 now. I have a bunch that I didn't put in my spreadsheet because I was running like super cold and getting frustrated, and I was forgetting to put stuff in the spreadsheet, so my spreadsheet is not accurate. It also doesn't have my 3 back-to-back 4-1 leagues in it, but anyway, I should at least try and update my leagues in that spreadsheet because I have video evidence of them. But real quick, before I log off, I'm going to look at and see what my record was for the day. I feel like I won a lot of matches. So where's today? Some of these were before I started streaming. So this is on the stream. So I lost my first 2. I had to stop against Mr. Frowny Face, and then, because my queue started, but then I won the queue, and then this person scooped after 1, and then I won my next 4 without dropping a game. So that's pretty good. I mean, for the stream overall, it was 1, 2, 3, for matches that I actually finished. 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and 2 in matches that I actually finished. That's not bad. I mean, I like that. That's pretty encouraging, if you ask me. And like, I don't remember exactly what I lost to. I think I lost to Goblins. Did I lose to Goblins? Or did I sneak it out against Goblins? Yeah, I'll send you that list. I'm going to get going now, though. I got to do stuff with my life. But yeah, thanks for watching. I had a pretty good number of viewers for a while here. So those of you who are tuning in, come back. Garish Thor 7, I think this is your first time. You've been de-virginized, so thanks for showing up. And I'll probably just won't be back till next week. But yeah, later.